All right, so we're going to talk about tab or tablature. Tablature is a different system of representing pitches. So we've looked at notation before. Tablature is probably by all sense a simpler way to look at representing pitch information. So we'll look at the guitar here very briefly, and so I'm going to go to the little E string. This is 0, this would be 1, this would be 2, this would be 3, this would be 4, this would be 5. So the numbers represent the different frets. If we were to look at the tablature here, the horse with no name, a good place to think of this is, so we're looking at the tab or the tablature. There are 6 lines, and it's similar to a fretboard diagram in that we're looking at the guitar, and each of those lines represent a different string on the guitar. So, for example, this line here represents our little E string. All right, so this string here. The next string down would be the B, G, D, A, and E. So it's like a fretboard diagram, except the guitar is like this. So we're looking at that E string again. Here's the E string. And 0 would mean open. 2 would be fret 2, fret 3, fret 5, and fret 7. And these would coincide with the dots on your keyboard too. So if you play fret 5, you are getting letter name A, or this is what it looks like notation. If you play fret 7, you're getting B. That's what it looks like in notation. Here's a place that students used, and that has to do with the numbers here represent the frets. They don't represent which finger you're supposed to use because you do not have, unless you're lucky enough to have a 7th finger, okay, it doesn't make sense. 7 could be played with any finger. It just happens that the first 4 frets we play, 1, 2, 3, 4, tend to be played with fingers 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when you see 3rd fret, oops, there's 3rd fret. So you see 3rd fret, you're going to use your 3rd finger there most of the time. However, when we're playing this solo through, there's places you're going to have to switch. For example, it makes sense to switch up to fret 5 to get that A, all right? And then fret 7. And I'm actually using my 1st and 3rd finger there. You tend to use a fret as you're choosing your fingering. This is called a hand position shift, and you want to avoid shifting your hand too much. So sometimes when people play all of the frets with just one finger, it can kind of work if you're doing it slowly, but not if you're doing it quickly. Once you get more quickly, you want to minimize how many times you change your hand so you can zoom around a little more quickly.